Hey, what's up, everybody? August 19th, 2020, and the markets ended. New York session ended about an hour ago. And, dude, what a crazy day in the markets for sure. You know, I was really running and gunning on this GBPUSD breakout, and it appears we may have a false breakout on our hands. We'll see if this dollar strength can last. Of course, we had the FOMC today, and that really brought in some dollar strength into the market. Surprisingly enough, you know, I was expecting the opposite to happen. But, you know, the thing is will it last? So this is the big thing I'm watching right now. So we're going to look at the pound, we're going to look at gold, and we're going to look at silver specifically. I think there's some good setups bringing itself out right now. You know, I don't think personally it's all she wrote for the pound. So, I mean, we'll see. Personally, I am skeptical whether this will be a false breakout and a reversal because I personally don't see the dollar being that strong for extended amount of time unless we see a turnaround in the stock market, the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ and the Dow. So let's take a look at all those things. Thanks for hopping on here. If you just found me the first time, click the link below to get started. We have everything that you would need to get started. This is the only Forex trading group that you will ever need again. We have the trade setup, signals that are profitable. We have my training program where I outline everything step-by-step process to be profitable, to succeed in the markets, and to be confident enough to actually string together some profits. And then we also have an accelerator advanced program, which is a mentoring program where I help you get ready, get the system in place to go out and get funded with outside capital and become a professional trader. So whatever it is that you're looking for, we offer it here. And if that's your goal, now you got some goals to shoot for. So click the link below to get started, and let's check out the charts, everybody. So first of all, we have pound dollar right here. And this is the thing, man. We have a breakout or breakdown here. So, you know, this would be our false breakout. And man, I really thought this level is going to hold. I personally took some losses today, that's for sure. Buying the pound here. But, you know, is it all she wrote is the question. So we are, you know, right at this level. Like, it depends. So I was looking at it. It depends where you wanted to potentially draw your trend lines. Where would it go, right? Does it go from here? So like if this was the case, I was looking at this earlier. So from the top here, this being a false break, you know, one false breakout, which here would be our breakdown, which we have a nice consolidation, and then big doji here, and then this is the COVID sell-off in the market, which ushered in dollar strength. Now, if this is a breakout, and if this is the area, this would make sense because, you know, we would be supported here. This wouldn't quite be the false breakout. Of course, this is what I was looking at as well. So only time will tell really what happens. I'm be watching UK session pretty hard. Going to be looking into what's happening in New York, especially hard tomorrow. I think it's going to be very big. So specifically too, if we look at S&P 500, I mean, look at this. Look where we are. All-time high, challenge it, all-time high, and it's showing some serious weakness here, right? So keep in mind, this is the US stock market. So even though it's like looks weak, it could potentially rally to new all-time highs when one headline, just like that. So, you know, you have to be careful trying to short this, but man, it looks like we could be in for a big reversal here in the equity. So if this were to happen, this would be the one thing that would be like, oh man, like if we have a sell-off here and we start to see some serious acceleration to the downside, expect the dollar to continue its strength expect deeper pullbacks, deeper dips in gold here, right? So, you know, we had this one push to the downside and a retracement. We came here to our almost to the 78.6, but not quite. And, you know, whether we bounce here, you know, I think it looks like it has some pretty good downside momentum, to be honest. Like, do I think gold is done with its big rally? No, not at all. But potentially something like this is what I'm thinking. I think this could be a massive move here. Potentially retest this trend line and, you know, down into these levels, maybe this zone here, and potentially this zone here. Now, if this, either one of these happen, massive buying opportunity for sure. Now let's take a look at silver. Silver doesn't look as bearish as gold, but you know, some people that I follow on Twitter, David Brady, I love his stuff. He's an amazing trader and market analyst. You know, he's calling for 2130 in silver, 2130, maybe even lower than that. So and we have this same similar action here. So I still personally like the silver market more than the gold market. Regardless, either way, we're looking at some massive retracements here. Just look at this weekly RSI. Look at these, I mean, this candlestick, hammer candle. So, and we go to the monthly, super overbought here. So, you know, getting into this would put us around that 21 area, which would make sense too, because if we go back in time and remember, when in doubt, always look left. So this is what we're doing, right? And so definitely one to watch. And what, you know, the big question is what's going to be the catalyst for the dollar. So we had the Fed that kind of lit the fire for the dollar today. And man, you know, like, is it going to continue is the big question, or is this just a one-time move? Huge rally today in dollar Swiss. Did catch 100 pip trade here in our VIP group, which is great. And so the big things that I'm going to be looking for next week, so or not next week, going into the rest of the week, I still like euro pound, especially for pound weakness, because we have just this, or pound strength, excuse me. And I'm not completely sold that the pound is done for. So, you know, you could look at this multiple ways. You could look at it here. I think this is a pretty good indicator, plus textbook X marks the spot. And we're starting to get to this area of resistance where it's either going to have to break or it's going to have to break down. And if this does happen, EG is like the barometer for the pound, that and pound dollar. So if this happens, if this sell-off happens, I'm still going to be looking for move higher in the pound. I haven't completely bought this rejection yet. We can look at GJ. And GJ still is holding up very well. What was the other one I wanted to look at? Yeah, pound Aussie. Pound Aussie, still holding up. So like, and this on a daily chart, of course, it didn't have a spectacular day by any means, but we're still holding up here. So pound dollar was the one thing that did break down. And funny enough, the euro didn't break down nearly as big as cable. So I'm skeptical about this move, about it being a reversal. And I'm still, unless a big unless, a big if. Now, if that S&P sells off, like I pointed out to you all, that's going to be a big deal. So that's the big thing to watch tomorrow. It looks like we're starting to see some downside movement. And if this happens, this could be the thing to make some serious moves in the market for some risk off activity, specifically strengthening the dollar. So, but that being said, it's been an awesome week this week, everybody. So it's midweek. We got Thursday, we got Friday, and a lot can happen in 2 days. Thursday is one of the biggest trading days. On Friday, we've been seeing a lot more action than normal. So be sure to manage your risk. Take it slow. Rome wasn't built in a day, that's for sure, especially when it comes to trading. Thanks for watching this video. I appreciate you. And if you'd like to be a part of our VIP group, click the link below to get started. And to everybody in the VIP group, y'all are the best. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the chat room. Peace, everybody.